Hi, everyone. Love and light to everyone. I wanted to do a video today about something that's been weighing on my mind is just mental health. And a lot of us who are light workers here on this planet right now are going through some times of dark nights of the soul and times of isolation and being alone. And to be able to do our mission here on this planet, I firmly believe that we have to do our shadow work and heal the parts of ourselves that are dark and that need to have the light shined on it and brought to the light. And it's not always an easy thing to do. I should know. I've been trying to heal for 10 years. And I just want everyone to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It does get easier. And you are never alone, really. You have your guides, your angels, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and God, and a bunch of others who are surrounding you all the time, helping guide you along this path to finding out your mission and living your mission and fulfilling that mission. You know, as a light worker, I never really knew I was a light worker until about probably, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. I knew I'd woken up to this world, but I still didn't realize that I had volunteered to come here. And having the knowledge of that shifted my perspective on, I would say, my childhood. Because I always felt, and many of you might feel this way, that you never fit in. You never felt like you belonged. You felt like the oddball out, that you were just different, unique in a way that you couldn't explain. I always felt that way. I was not one to like going to gatherings and lots of people. I had a lot of anxiety with that. And I was suicidal from the time I was probably about 19 years old until just a few months ago. So I guess my point is that, you know, being a light worker and volunteering to come here on this planet, it can be challenging because we are in this 3D body, right? Coming from a higher dimensional being into this body, volunteering to help humanity at this moment in time. And it's not always an easy thing to do. But just know that you are not alone. You're not. And being suicidal most of my life, I felt that I didn't want to be here. I didn't feel like I belonged. And I also felt a disconnect to God. And I realize now that that was my ego. My ego was feeding me all these beliefs, these false beliefs that I didn't have God with me all the time. And it separated me from God, my suicidal thoughts. So I always think of ego as edge God out. And edging God out of our lives, why? God is always with us. He's never left us. And it was just up until a couple months ago that I realized that God has always been with me this whole time, even in my struggles, even in the moments when I wanted to take my own life. God was right there with me. And I'm telling my story because I want people to know that those voices, right? That voice and that ego that takes over our mind, that's not who we are. We are a soul. We are a consciousness. That is who we are. The mind that goes on and on and on and on and on and chatter, 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 that's not who we are. That's not who we are at all. And realizing that has helped me to put the ego aside. Now, don't get me wrong, there can be moments, I had one a couple days ago, where you get triggered and the ego is feeding you stuff and you're believing it and you're believing it and you're believing it. And the ego wants to keep us safe. The ego wants to keep us from any hurt or any suffering. But in actuality, the ego causes the suffering because the ego wants us to be in the past or the future. And that's why it's so important to focus on the present moment of every single day. And it's not an easy thing to do. It can be very difficult at times to observe the mind and bring you back into the present moment. But one thing that I found that I do is I feel into my senses, right? I'll take a deep breath, or if I'm driving, I'll feel my hands on the steering wheel, or if there's a song on, I'll start singing the song and bring myself back to that present moment. Because in the present moment, the ego can't exist. It can't. It can't exist. It can't take over. So I try every day to observe the mind, but it can take over. Like I said, I had it happen the other day. But all we have to do is just realize it, observe it, and focus on just that, focusing on the observant of it. Be the observer of the mind. And we don't have to listen to the mind. Yes, the mind is there as a tool, right, to help us navigate through this life. But it's not who we are on a soul level. We are our consciousness. That's who we are. And that's how God created us. So I just wanted to come on here real quick and do a little spiel, I guess, about, being a light worker. And that it always hasn't been an easy road for me navigating through this. But I know in the end that, I will have my mission in front of me. It's going to, God is going to show me the signs to be able to manifest this into existence and, do my mission here on this planet. And I guess, just keep spreading your love and light to the world, and just know that, you're not alone. They are helping, guiding you along, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other, because in all essence, we can't go backwards. We have to keep moving forward on this journey, on this spiritual journey. And I just wanted everybody to know that. So hope everybody has an amazing day, evening, wherever you are. Like and subscribe if you can. I'm just trying to, spread my love and light into the world, my knowledge that I have within me. And God bless you all. Love and light to you all. Bye.